Welcome to 5 Minute Chapters, the podcast where we summarize important writings on education and learning. I'm your host, Daniel Bowe, and in today's episode, we'll be discussing how to implement strategies from Dr. Robert Marzano's The New Art and Science of Teaching to help students attend to critical information, revise their knowledge, and reflect on their learning. These strategies are designed to promote metacognition and help students become more aware of their own learning processes. So let's get started. In Chapter 6 of The New Art and Science of Teaching, Dr. Marzano presents a variety of strategies that can be used in all types of lessons to engage students and enhance their learning experience. These strategies can be grouped into three categories: attending to critical information, revising knowledge, and reflecting on learning. Let's take a closer look at each of these categories and explore how you can implement these techniques in your classroom. First, let's talk about attending to critical information. One effective strategy is repeating the most important content. By restating key information multiple times throughout the lesson, you can reinforce its importance in the minds of your students. Additionally, asking questions that focus on critical information allows you to guide their attention and help them identify what truly matters. You can also use visual activities and narrative activities to highlight critical information, making it more memorable and engaging for your students. Another powerful way to emphasize critical information is by utilizing tone of voice, gestures, and body position. Your enthusiasm and physical cues can draw attention to important points, signaling to students that this information is significant. Pausing strategically during your lesson is also an effective technique. It provides students with a moment to process and reflect on what they have learned, reinforcing the key concepts. To further enhance the understanding of critical information, Dr. Marzano suggests identifying critical input experiences. These experiences can be real-life examples, demonstrations, or simulations that expose students to the key concepts in a vivid and memorable way. Moreover, employing explicit instruction and dramatic instruction can help convey critical content effectively. Explicit instruction involves providing clear explanations and step-by-step guidance, while dramatic instruction engages students' emotions and captures their interest through storytelling or theatrical elements. Now that we've explored strategies for attending to critical information, let's move on to the next category, revising knowledge. One technique Dr. Marzano recommends is checking for errors. Clarity, organization, and thoroughness encourage students to review their work and identify any mistake or areas that need improvement. By fostering a habit of self-evaluation, you can empower them to take ownership of their learning. Academic notebook entries serve as a foundational strategy for revising knowledge. Encourage students to keep a record of their learning journey in their notebooks, including summaries, reflections, and key takeaways from each lesson. This practice not only reinforces the content, but also provides an opportunity for students to revisit and revise their understanding over time. Another powerful strategy is structured grouping. By assigning students to small groups and engaging them in collaborative activities, you create an environment for peer-to-peer learning and discussion. This process enables students to deepen their understanding of the topic and correct any misconceptions they may have. Additionally, implementing group reflecting on learning sessions allows students to collectively assess their progress, share insights, and support one another's growth. Lastly, let's explore strategies for reflecting on learning. Dr. Marzano suggests using reflective journals, think logs, exit slips, knowledge comparisons, and two-column notes to help students reflect on their learning and become more aware of their own learning processes. These techniques encourage students to think critically about what they have learned, make connections, and identify areas for further growth. By attending to critical information, revising knowledge, and reflecting on their learning, students can become more effective learners and develop a deeper understanding of the content they are studying. These strategies are versatile and can be implemented in various classroom settings, regardless of grade level or subject, so why not give them a try? That's all for today's episode of 5-Minute Chapters. We've covered strategies from Dr. Robert Marzano's The New Art and Science of Teaching that can truly make a difference in your classroom. Implementing these techniques will help students attend to critical information, revise their knowledge, and reflect on their learning. 5-Minute Chapters, because even teachers need Cliff's Notes sometimes.